In today's episode, we're going to take a look at a detailed explanation of the Town Hall 11 Miner Army and some things that you might want to take into consideration before trying them out. Stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe here, coming at you today from Town Hall 11, and today we're going to take a look at the Town Hall 11 Miner Army. It's one of those armies that's kind of hit or miss. You don't really see a lot of them, or at least I haven't. I see a lot more P.E.K.K.A. bow bats than anything, and that's mainly because the miners require some patience, and they require some skill with the Queen Walk. So as we look at the army, we have 25 miners and 5 healers for the Queen Walk, and we also have 3 heal spells for those miners. As we look at the base, you have 2 sections of the base. You have the southern section that has the Eagle Artillery, couple of expos, as well as an Inferno Tower, and then you have this upper portion that has the Archer Queen, expos, Wizard Towers, and the Clan Castle. You must get rid of the Clan Castle troops, and it's really highly advisable to get rid of the Eagle Artillery if you can, and in this case we're going to go play by play. That way we can point out the details on why this attack is successful, and we're going to start out with the Queen. The Archer Queen is going to be dropped. We have the healers dropped with her, and so she drew the fire from that Archer Tower, which allows us to drop a baby dragon to move into the buildings towards the western side of the base, and this is going to direct your queen towards the south. So the baby dragon, it's working on the bomb tower now, working its way up towards the west, and the Archer Queen's taking out the Archer Tower. Then she's going to follow into this wall wrecker. So there's a wall wrecker that is lined up and going to target the compartments that house the Eagle Artillery. So that wall wrecker houses Valkyries, and the Valkyries are going to do very well in the core of this base where the Eagle Artillery is located. You also have a P.E.K.K.A. here with a Wizard, and it's going to work its way towards the eastern side of the base. What this does is going to basically keep your queen on path to go inside the base instead of shooting outside. There's going to be a rage spell dropped and a jump spell dropped for our Valkyries. The Valkyries are going to take down the Eagle Artillery as well as an expo, and then it's also going to take down a hidden Tesla and then get caught up by the Ice Golem. The Archer Queen on the opposing side of the wall, not that big of a deal because miners can take on an Archer Queen by themselves. They do, do very well versus the heroes. So now once this happens, the Queen Walk is pretty much, not the main focal point anymore, and now the miners are. You see the Barbarian King dropped, and that Barbarian King's job is what he is supposed to do is clear out these buildings where the other Barbarian King is located. And what this does is keeps your miners on focus in the base going into these defenses in the Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, and the Expo, and you really want to keep the miners as grouped up as possible, and that's exactly what our attacker does. So the miners are going to move into a heal spell in this compartment where the Wizard Tower is, the Archer Tower cannon, and they're going to move into the opposing side going into the air defense and Expo. They're going to hit a giant bomb in the process. The Archer Queen's ability needs to be used. She's going to work on an Inferno Tower. She will end up getting taken down, and then there's also going to be a heal spell drop for our miners in the Barbarian King's altar. So now you will see the main split or the main problem with the miners. As they move into the northern portion of this base, there's going to be a heal spell drop. The final heal spell is dropped, and because the Barbarian King did not get as far as our attacker probably wanted, the miners are now splitting. So you're going to see 3 different splits on the miners. You have a group up on the town hall, you have a group moving towards some collectors, and you have a group down here where the cannon and Wizard Tower is located. Wizard Tower will melt miners in a heartbeat, and so this is a bit of a problem now because we're losing troops, we're losing miners in the process, and that's just mainly because they have not stayed grouped up throughout the remaining portion of the attack. And there is this Wizard Tower that's over here by itself. It did get forgotten or missed by the miners. The miners completely bypassed it, and so this is where there's a major problem with the miner armies, is when they split, they get weaker, and they are unable to take down multiple buildings, or they just get distracted on different things throughout the attack, and sometimes you might find yourself in a bit of a time fail. So some things to take into consideration is being able to get rid of the Eagle Artillery and setting up a nice path for the miners as they move throughout the base. And other than that, it's just going to be really focused on time and hoping that the miners can get the job done. This is why a lot of the attacks that you see now is P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers. And that's going to pretty much wrap us up for today, guys. If you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and thanks for watching, guys. She's been dancing since she was like 6, so she can watch a music video and like imitate the entire video. I'm not playing. Like, I've walked in on her multiple times. I've gotten home from school and she's playing reggaeton, and she's just
that is not. Oh my goodness.